Fix my bad. I dreamt about you just last night. Casting a silhouette, window in the morning light. I was holding on to you, you were holding on to me. It's how you were to me. I woke up wishing I was dead. That pretty little picture dancing in there. If I could go back, Lord, I'd say things I should say. That's why I wish that I was dead. But I'm fed up with these Why am I only ever with you when I'm not away? So tired of imagining. I'm so tired. So tired of imagining. Well, drive myself crazy over all my mistakes. Over the fact I'm so sorry to blame. I keep myself awake. No it's sleepy. That's how I know my rights. I'd rather rock you than what you, baby. Tried to turn the tides, many times I swear my memories are there. You're still there, you're there, all in my mind. Was that night, so easy to hide. I'm filled with these foolish games. I don't know just how much more but hell is all I'm working for. If I can't get free, why am I ever with you when I'm not away? So tired of that. I'm so tired. So tired of that dream. I dreamt about you just last night. I made a phone call to my mom last night. The phone in the line fell through. She didn't have much to say. Never does anyway. So I hung up the phone, got back, moving my feet. Feel so hard on the inside. My soul is empty as a well, used to know when I was a child. Like we all got talking wild. Why the hell do I always feel so blue? You bring darkness, baby. I'll be right here, just wrapped up in the night. Trying to stop the frostbite. Trying to stop the frostbite. Another puff off of my cigarette. I threw down half finished cause I thought the nicotine rush. He said, watch the ashes glow till it all faded out. Stepped on a greyhound bike, anything I'm bound. Really showed me my breath. You scared me to death. When I leave now, baby, your left lip will red. Everything's gonna be alright. You're with all your heart. You be your darkness, baby. I'll be right here, just wrapped up in the night. Trying to stop the frostbite. Trying to stop the frostbite. Drop me off at the Greyhound station. I need tickets anywhere but here. Yes, I'm on the run. I'm leaving her memory behind, dancing just off the shoes at the county line. Tell my family I'm gone, listen, tell my friends goodbye. So everything's trying to remember why the hell I'm sticking around. This house ain't felt like home since you burned us to the ground. I've been working like hell to clean up the mess that made since you left me behind. No matter how hard I try, little pieces of dies at the end of the night. You ain't here, coming back the way it had been like that. Yeah, I guess one of these days, baby, you'll see. Should bet on me. Should bet on me. Oh. Truth is, I miss her touch. Try not to think about it. That's a smile I'll never see again. I remember New Year's Eve and that awful shit you said to me. The way I feel about you, baby, feel about me. So everything's I'm trying to remember why the hell I was sticking around. This house ain't felt like home since you burned us to the ground. So I've been working like hell to clean up the mess you made since you left me behind. No matter guess one of these days, baby, you'll see. Should've bet on me. Should've bet on me. I remember well when you looked at me. You were standing by my side, waiting patiently. That old voice inside my head always told me no, I could never settle up, let my spirit roam. I was standing by the water, you were holding my hand. You told me that you loved me and you had yourself planned. We are gonna ride together through the valleys and the peaks, and we'll dance when the moon shines down the light for our feet. Never alone. Oh. I still feel that same memories on that summer night. I saw white lights on the waves, and I held on tight. I was standing by the water, you were holding my hand. You told me that you loved me, and you had yourself a plan. We are gonna ride together through the valleys and the peaks, and we'll dance when the moon shines down light for our feet. Oh, never alone. Oh. Time sure flies on by, like we're in a dream. Before all the souls I love, I'll give all of me. I was standing by the water with the Bible in my hand. He told me that he loved me and he had himself a plan. I have gone to live forever in the city of your gold. Now glorify his name till the Lord calls me home. Yeah. I was standing by the water, you were holding my hand. You told me that you loved me and you had yourself a plan. We are gonna ride together through the valleys and the peaks, and we'll dance when the moon shines down light for our feet. Never alone. is Cryptic Wisdom, and I'm gonna tell you a story over 7 years by Lucas Graham. Once I was 7 years old, my father told me, I'll never leave again, you won't be lonely. Once I was 7 years old, I was a kid, I was 7, never knew you or knew where you would get. What was the plan? Too innocent, nothing you said was making any sense. I was like, damn, who is this man? Standing before me saying take a chance. Suddenly everything I thought I knew about the world was taken when I shook his hand. I was so mad, didn't know why. Why was my name tatted on your side? Why did you mess with the blister when me and my sister were cool without you doing fine? We came around, you came around, told us that you would never ever leave. Heart on my sleeve, letting it bleed, waiting for you again cause I leave. Once I was 11 years old, my mama told me, I won't do this again, need you to go, please. Once I was 11 years old, I wasn't there, I didn't care, moving around a lot and couldn't bear. Everyone wanted to fix it and took me away from my sister to live on the bread. Breaking the law, getting expelled, didn't believe in nothing you could tell. Wanted to fail, gunning for jail, wanted to kill my father in a cell. I was a mess, that I confess, too young to bottle this up in my chest. Too young to do what I was doing, who knew that I would have been a little bit depressed. Got into blow, got into dope, made an investment with nothing to show. It was the only thing I had control of. When it was all over, we never would go. Once I was 20 years old, my father wrote me, son, I'm sorry that you never got to know me. Once I was 20 years old, I didn't know then, and I don't know now, why it was hard for me to write it down. Why it was easier to say out loud, and whenever I try to write, I feel a cloud. Sooner or later, I gave it up, one way or another, can't say enough. When I met my brother and told him I wanted to hear from you, that was a major blow. I was right in the middle of using, abusing, and losing myself, and knew not of sobriety. I wasn't ready to meet him, I didn't feel like I could be a role model in title. But inside of me, I was like, damn, I related, I thought I could be of some help. And it didn't dawn on me, I couldn't be somebody's light if I don't love myself. But soon I'll be 60 years old, and will I still hold on to everything that happened and be so cold? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me, bring your sweet love, bring it on home to me, yeah, baby. I know I love where you left I always be your slave until I'm dead and buried in my grave. Oh, bring your sweet love, bring it on home to me. Yeah, yeah. One more thing I wanna say, you know I tried to treat you right, but you stayed out, you just stayed and late at night. I forgive you, bring to me, bring your sweet love, bring it on home to me. Yeah, yeah.
Trying to do secret geometry with that. Things. Crazy.
There's nothing left to say and nothing to do. This house is lonely now, I'm here without you. So I sit and I wait for the sun. The streets are crowded and the lights are so bright. Another Cincinnati Saturday night. What that has become. And I've been thinking that I should go. But if I don't leave now, then I'm never gonna leave Ohio, Lord. That's a chance that I just can't take.
Your arm just fell off.
Now that I'm getting older.
Oh my god, there's something like that. It hurts.
Thought that we would set the city on fire. But if we stick around, we'll surely expire as our dreams slip right through our hands.
I don't even know. It's your little fucker hurt stuff.
Lately I've been learning more about
You got
love
tweeters.
from a precious heart that cares about us. I think she belongs where I stand. And I've been thinking that I should go. But if I don't leave now, then I'm never gonna leave Ohio, Lord. And that's a chance that I just can't take. Now that I'm getting older. Yeah, I've been thinking that we should go.
Ouch.
But if we don't leave now, then we're never gonna leave Ohio, Lord. And that's a chance that we just can't take. Now we're all getting older. I wanna run away as fast as I can go. Wanna turn the page, go where the wind blows until I see the day when I can say I know what I really want. Can't make up my mind.
Oh my gosh. This is really
Think I finally met the love of my life, but I say that every time and then I turn away, afraid of what's to come. Now what do I say? I'm so tired of myself,
cut with some off, fuck it.
so put me on the top shelf where you can't reach me. Please don't say I have a selfish heart. I gotta tell you, I think we should just be apart.
Ooh, the big silver glass. No. What the fuck?
Oh, you're on again. That's what they always say. Why can't you just admit? But they don't know the pain that's got a string along. My conscience every day wants something I can
Yeah, help I'm fucking blind.
Cause I'm so tired of myself.
It just absolutely will not come out.
So put me
Help.
on the top shelf where you can't reach me. Please don't say I have a selfish heart. I gotta tell you,
Oh my god, did I get it?
I think we should just be apart. Cause I can't love you. I want you to know that I still care. And I'm broken too, and it's too much to bear. Oh,
I think I
so
got
sorry
it.
I hurt
Oh my god, that was fucking worse.
you. Really thought I knew.
Little babies.
I wanted so bad to be good with you. I just can't.
Hello.
I'm
Beautiful.
so tired of myself. So put me on the top shelf where you can't reach me. Oh, please don't say I have a selfish heart. I gotta tell you,
That's my fucking mama.
I think we should just get apart. Cause I can't love you. Please don't say I have a selfish heart. I just can't love you.
I love this kid. He's so fucking adorable.
Now and then I think of when we were together. was loving it's an A costume in her mind. You can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness, like resignation to the end, always the end. When we found that we could not make sense, well, you said that we could still be friends. But I'll admit that I was glad that it was over. But you didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love to treat me like a stranger and I feel so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess you don't need that though, now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Oh, now when I think of all the times you used in my head, I don't believe it was always something that I don't wanna live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't put you hung up on somebody that you used to know.
That's bad, bro.
Make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, treat me like a stranger and I feel so rough. Stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Just not leave that though, now you're just somebody that I used to know. I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. I used to know. I used to know.
Oh, somebody.
Fuck
yeah. Somebody that I used to know.
Oh, I used to know.
Oh, I used to know.
I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Woo. It's been such a long time since I wrote you. I hope you remember who your first love belongs to. Sacrifices I didn't forward in Richland too. I hope you remember who your first love belongs to. Although I know it went and drifted apart, those were the best days. You know I wish I could turn back time, and I hope you can forgive all of my rebel ways. It hurts just the same way when I see your friends. Now they never like me, 'cause in bad times I put you through. Dark reminders from a cold night out in Tennessee. Now they never like me, 'cause in bad times, yeah. Although I know it went and drifted Oh, those were the best days. You know, I wish I could turn back time. And I hope you can forgive all of my rebel ways. It's all in my blood. I'm just like my daddy was, still breaking these chains. You're a good girl, and I fucked things up, and I hope you can forgive me, babe. All my rebel ways, although I know we went and drifted apart. Those were the best days, oh yeah. You know, I wish I could turn back time. And I hope you can forgive all of my rebel ways. Said I hope you can forgive all of my rebel ways. I'll not be a stranger when I get to that city I'm acquainted with folks over there. There'll be friends there to meet me, there'll be loved ones to greet me at the gates of the city or square. Through the years, through the tears, they've gone one by one. But the wait at the gate till my race is up. I'll not be a stranger when I get to that city I'm acquainted with folks over there. I'll not be a stranger when I get to that city out of home, the streets paved with gold. I feel right at home there in the vehicle somewhere with loved ones whose memories I hold. Through the years, through the tears, they've gone one by one. But the wait at the gate till my race is run. I'll not be a stranger when I get to that city I'm acquainted with folks over there. I'll not be a stranger when I get to that city. There'll be no lonely days over there. It's stormy weather, just a great time together on the streets of the city four square. Through the years, through the tears, they've gone one by one. But the wait at the gate till my race is up. I'll not be a stranger when I get to that city I'm acquainted with folks over there. I'm acquainted with folks over there. Feel all alone, yeah, I feel afraid. lost in hell, I can't seem to find a way. Though I'm broken in hell, I know you're broken too. But I just thought you wanna see things through. I just wanted you to know that I'll always be right here. Don't you worry about your demons, 'cause I got demons too. Memories will pass as time slips away. Feelings I have, I think they might just stay right here. All this heartbreak is just tearing me apart. Could our love have gone this far? I just wanted you to know that I'll always be right here. So don't you worry about your demons, 'cause I got demons too. Okay, I'm fine with that. You think that was alright?
Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. The subject of letter number 7, the main subject, I already commented here a while ago. But it's worth revisiting, it's worth remembering, as this is a subject still linked to the ego, and which nowadays brings great harm to the soul of many of you. As has already been explained in previous letters, the ego begins to manifest itself from your birth, when you blossom into this physical body that you have. Due to the survival instinct, all manipulation is done from that moment on. It seems strange to say that a baby is manipulative, but he is. He has the instinct to survive, because he knows he needs to eat. Then many may think, but how does he know he needs to eat? Then we will talk again about the consciousness of each cell. Of that consciousness, where each one knows exactly what to do. And this set of cells that make up your physical body is intelligent enough to have a single consciousness and know exactly what is needed for that being to grow and develop. So it is a wisdom implanted in each of the cells of your body, which together assemble this great mechanism. Okay, so the ego continues to act throughout life. As I mentioned, as children you also learn to manipulate a lot, and it is up to those who raise you, who educate you, to know how to shape your character and the way you will face the world. Then many parents might say, so everything that happens to my child is my fault? No, not everything. because a lot has already come inherent to the soul. But, as I already said here, when you take on the role of parents, or let's say educators, you also have lessons to learn, you also have challenges to overcome. So that being that came will be a mutual exchange, in which he will demand education from you and you will learn from him, to be tolerant and to be educators. That's why many say they have several children, that they live in the same house, have the same parents, and have completely different behaviors. Because they are not the fruits of you, as souls, they are independent souls, which have nothing to do with your soul, or with the soul of your companion. So, each soul manifests itself the way it is, that's why children are different. Now it is up to you, educators, to know how to deal with each of those souls. So this is how the ego develops. Either it develops towards the individualistic side, towards the side totally focused on itself, where people place themselves at the center of the universe, or it places itself towards the side where it thinks of itself. Yes, but he also thinks about others, he thinks about the whole. This is the good side. No, I can say that the other is a completely bad side, because in certain aspects, you have to think about yourself. That's what I always say, you come first. This is nothing more than a form of ego, forgetting others, and thinking only about yourself. But that's how it works. You have to love and care for yourself first, then you love and care for others, whoever they are. So, in these aspects, in that curve that goes towards individualism, we will come to today's topic, in which those beings were created permissively, where they can do whatever they want and nothing affects them, nothing happens to them. And when something happens that contradicts them, the so-called educators are always there, to give them that little way, to show them that they can do whatever they want, because they always find a way. But for everything there is a limit, for everything there is a consequence. And then these beings start to become extremely violent, when someone just says the word no. And that's where a series of problems arise, and then those educators are left wondering where I went wrong. It's too late now, you already had a wrong attitude back there. You didn't teach that soul that she should respect others, that she should love others as herself, San and his words. That she should think about whether what she does reaches the whole or not. What are the consequences of the things she does? Very good. So that's the hook for today's topic, where again Sananda comments on the energy you find at the height of sex, where everything has been distorted over time, exactly by this exacerbated ego. Exactly because you lost track of the limit. The upbringing of children from time to time is all about individualism, where they do what they want. So this ego influences other people. So he wants it because he wants it. What I have already said to you here in relation to sex, I hope that today with this subject, I will no longer see flushed cheeks. I hope you are understanding that all this negativity, all this dirt associated with sex, done by your religions, has already been banished from your minds. I just say this to you, you were made with a male body and a female body. I won't go into variations of this, it's not the focus here. Let's continue. You are a male body and a female body, perfectly adaptable, totally adaptable to each other. So our Father or Mother God imagined you like this, so that you could fit into the moment of pure love, of sublime love, and both of you would reach orgasm. Oh, but wait a minute. Who invented the orgasm? Was it man? Who was? The answer is very simple. Exactly, our Father or Mother God gave them this power to reach this sublime point of energy explosion, where both reach very high levels of energy, and that does enormous good for their souls, for their auras, but with one very important detail: as long as it is done with total commitment, as long as it is done with love on both sides, as long as it is done with desire on both sides. Any other variation of everything I said, you won't reach orgasm as you should. What do I mean by these variations? When you give in, or when one of you gives in to please the other, when one does it unwillingly, when one is violated, he is raped. So what happens in these cases? That energy the other person of power, of feeling the best, is a bad energy, it is not a high vibrational energy. Why? No. Don't tell me that. I'll give you a clearer example. When you, as a woman, thirst because your partner asks you to, he doesn't understand. Of course he understands, but the macho side of him won't let it go. There are very few who say, well, if you don't want it, I don't want it either, and everything continues in the greatest harmony. Because also in the vast majority, those same people who say, no, it's okay, you don't want to, I don't want to either, the next day turn their backs on the woman and look sullen. In other words, they didn't respect her free will. So come on, there are very few people who accept, and the next day they continue to respect and love their partner, in the same way as before, as it should be. So that so-called submission, which I have already mentioned here about women, even in those men who say, I don't respect women, and at the big moment it shows itself highly big. He feels big, as if to say, I want it and that's it. If she doesn't want her trouble, I will satisfy my part. And then comes all this energy of submission that he imposed on her, of obligation that he imposed on her. And this is being accumulated in her aura, because you didn't respect her, you didn't know how to understand, that on that day and at that moment, she didn't feel like it. I bet that if one day she feels like it, and you don't, you'll naturally say that you're not in the mood, and that's okay with you, because you can, she can't. So every time one of you submits, or allows yourself to be submitted, this creates a bad energy in you, because there was no pleasure there, there wasn't that explosion of pleasure that there should have been, that great peak, there was half the peak, but don't think he achieved much either. Because this great culmination is when you both reach the same moment, this is an explosion of energy. Now when it is one, it is a released energy, nothing more than that. It's also worth saying here, it's not because you know that you're going to have this explosion of energy, that you're going to do it all the time. Because then it becomes an addiction, it becomes a disease, and then there is no longer this explosion of energy, because the feeling is different. It's my brothers, it's not as simple as it seems, it's quite complex. To achieve this explosion of mutual orgasm, at the same time, it takes a lot of love, it takes a lot of surrender, it takes a lot of union. And then every time you have a relationship with each other, sexually, and this doesn't happen, for whatever reason I already mentioned, this accumulates a bad feeling in the other, because all that load of feeling that was in the partner, returned to the other, is spread to the other. So little by little this accumulates. And then you start to not understand why you suddenly stopped liking, loving, your partner. I wonder why? Because you didn't realize that you submitted for so long, that it became a habit, and it became dull. And then where did the love go? Love is over. So my brothers, imagine in today's world, where young people have sex all the time, with several people, all the time. The criticism here is not the various, the criticism here is the form, the lack of love, the sex for sex's sake. So every time you relate in this way, you capture all the energy of lack of love that exists in the other, both from man to woman, and from woman to man. And then, more and more, you become harsh, insensitive people. Because you start to get pleasure in a cold way, without involvement. So what are you going to get involved for? You get that moment so longed for by everyone, at any moment, with anyone. So why get involved? And then comes the fear, comes the fear of really getting involved with someone, because then that ease ends, right? This turnover ends, this constant change of partner. This is in the minds of many young people today, this is the cool thing, this is the good thing, having several and going away saying, look yesterday I had so many, no, but I had so many. For them this does not have the minor problem. For some this is absurd. For many older people, this is prostitution. No, it's not. Prostitution is when you give your body for money, and that's not the case. It's for pure fun, for pure joy, for thinking you can have pleasure at any minute, at any moment. So it doesn't matter with whom. And then it ends up that sex has become an empty thing, something without purpose. So where did that moment go? That moment of explosion of energy, that exists when two souls love each other. Few participate in this nowadays, especially young people. But this was all very well manipulated, to exactly get this point, so that you lost energy, and the love became increasingly smaller in your chest, in your mind, in your heart. What I have been saying to you, that young people are the future of the world. So let's make them lose this energy, and this is how they are losing it, with addictions, with drugs, and with this unrestrained and uninvolved sex. It's my brothers, everything was very well planned by the dark ones. This freedom, this so-called sexual freedom that young people have achieved over the years, was nothing more than the promotion of the world that exists today, totally cold, totally calculating, in which people no longer get involved. Young people no longer get involved with anyone, they become involved momentarily. There is no love, there is desire, not love. I cannot say here that it is 100% of young people, of course not. There are those who received a lot of love at home, who value their family a lot, so this love is so strong in their chest that they cannot do this kind of thing. He can't take love, take it off his chest, put it in a corner, and go have fun and do lots of things. Wherever he goes, love is with him. So they are criticized, they are ridiculed, they are exposed to shame, because they love. So I will tell you, in the future who will be exposed to shame, who will survive all this. Then many are already thinking, but wait, are you trying to say that we were the ones who made our children like this? It seems that many understand. That lack of love, of involvement, that wasn't there back then, because you worked all day and when you arrived at night you weren't in the mood to talk, that involvement, that family thing, of sitting down, of starting a conversation, of being present, of wanting to know about your child's life, there was no such thing. So he took love for granted. For him, love is something that only exists in romance films, it does not exist as reality. Love remained on the ground. Many will start to feel guilty from now on. So I'm going to say this, now there's no point in feeling guilty anymore, the damage has already been done, the lack of love you went through is already reflecting on them, now there's no way around it. That soul is already following its path, and I can tell you, you will no longer be able to change this way of being. Maybe you can do it. Maybe trying to rescue that love, that talk you don't hear, maybe there's still time. Try, it doesn't hurt to try. Show this young man that this empty life without love leads to nothing. It's just taking him further and further into the hole. He's getting closer and closer to that tram. Unfortunately, my brothers, where is the love in their hearts? There is none. Yes, hearing the truth hurts, doesn't it? It's difficult to hear the truths. You make a mea culpa about what you missed, and now everyone will rush to try to correct it. Then many will ask, and is it worth pursuing? It's always worth it, it's always worth it. If you think it's not worth it, it's because your love for your child really isn't that great. Because if it is, you will go to extreme lengths to try to change him, to try to show him that love is the word for everything, that love is the center of everything. Not this fairy tale love, not this love told in romance novels, but real love. So there it is, the reflection of this youth that is there today, and every day they harm themselves more. So my brothers, you who have in your hands, tiny souls in the size of a physical body, that is, children, you have all the power to make these children loving beings, beings who think about themselves, Think about others and think about the whole. I tell you that many of the children you are educating today already came with this feeling. You won't even need to go into much depth. But not all. Not all children being born are crystal children, or they are the children of this new era, this new decade. Not all. So how do you know? There's no way to know. Unless they start to demonstrate some kind of intelligence. Otherwise, love your children, pass on values to them, but not individualistic values, values between themselves, others and the whole, so that in the future you don't end up crying. No come to suffer, because your children are on the wrong path. I am Archangel Michael. And I know that often what I say reaches the heart of each one of you. I can only say that this is the intention. Truths hurt, but it is with them that you have the chance to evolve.